Hi guys, welcome back to Linux Bennett channel as we continue another question from January people. Alright, if you are not subscribed, my. Alright, let's go. So it says solve the pair of simultaneous equations. So we have y squared plus 2y plus 11 equal x, and x is equal to 5 minus 3y. Alright, so this is what we call a quadratic type. So I think we'd have to just substitute x. I'm going to substitute x because what happens, they give you the value of x here. So instead of having x here, I'm just going to put this value here. So let's go. They make it easy for us. Normally you'd have to solve for one of them, but they already did that. So big up CXC for making this one comfy for the student. So remember, they gave us the value of x, right? And x is equal to 5 minus 3y. And remember, guys, you're encouraged to try the question. Alright? So what happened now? We only have y in the equation now. So we can actually solve for y first. And then we can, so we're going to take away this from this side. So let me just group them. Just gonna group it. So we have y squared, but that's how we normally set it up, plus 2y. Alright, so think about it, guys. This we're gonna add 3y to both sides to get rid of the 3y from this side, right? So this is gonna become plus 3y. Have we 11 over here already? But guess what? We're gonna get rid of this positive 5 by subtracting 5 from both sides. So you're minus 5. And because we subtract all of this from this side now, we're left with 0, right? Alright, cool. We can simplify now. So we have y squared plus 2y plus 3y. So as you can see, 2y plus 3y, that will give us 5y. And 11 take away 5 will give us 6. So you see, guys, it's comfy now, right? Hit the like button if you appreciate it, man. See nobody if you want to join the class. Alright, so we're going to factorize. I'm going to try to see if it can factorize. So we have y times 6y, which is 6y squared. So basically, I'm going to see if we can get 5y. So you list the factors of 6, so which is 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Welcome. If you're just joining, make sure you watch the video from the start, alright? So now I'm going to use 2 and 3 to replace the 5y. So we have 2x plus 3x. Because the value of this is also 5y. And then we add the 6. Remember, put them in pairs. I did one of this earlier. Why may I have x? Stuck on the x, guys. Stuck on the x. This is supposed to be y. So sorry about that. Alright, so this is actually y. Alright, so let's factorize. So we're going to take out what is common, which is y. So here we have y plus 2. And here we have 3. The highest number that can go into both of them. And then we have y plus 2. And that is equal to 0. Alright, so let's solve now. Well, not solve, we can finish factorize, then solve. So we have y plus 2, which is common to both. So we take out that, and also what is outside, which is y plus 3. And that must equal to 0. We're not finishing, guys. We're not finished. We're just gonna be halfway there. Now we can find the value of y by equate both of them to 0. So when y plus 2 is equal to 0, y is actually equal to negative 2 because we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. So y equal negative 2. And then for the next one, we do the same thing. Y plus 3 equals 0. That implies y is equal to negative 3 because you're going to subtract the plus 3 from both sides. Alright, so this is halfway there because we only found x. So it's 2 values of x. But we need the value of y now. So what we're going to do, remember what they originally gave us. Let me just take us back up to the top. They said that all of this is equal to x, right? They say y squared plus 2y plus 11 is equal to x. So all we have to do is to just equate them to x. So we're gonna write back the original formula that says y squared. So got the formula out on it. So it's y squared plus 2y plus 11. Yeah, that formula we're gonna use. Y squared plus 2y plus 11, which is equal to x. Alright, so we can find the value of x, right? Alright, boom. We're going to substitute. Anywhere we see y, we're going to put negative 2. So it's negative 2 squared plus 2 times negative 2 plus 11. All we have to do is just work out this and we get the value for it. Alright, so negative 2 squared, that's 4. 2 times 2, negative 4 plus 11. So boom, 0 plus that, so x equal 11. So what it is saying, when y is negative 2, so them go in pairs. So when the value of y is negative 2, x gonna be 11. Let us work out the next one when y is negative 3. You see how much? Almost 8 marks this. Seriously, the better man, Chairman, the better. It's just sort of pick them a few marks. Alright, so we have 2y plus 11 that equal to x. So now a negative 3, right? If I want to know when x is negative 3, what's y? When y is negative 3, rather, what's x? So we put the negative 3 there, and we put the plus 11, and that equals, I want to see how much mark this. You want to see. So this gives you 9, 2 times negative 3, that's negative 6, and we have plus 11, that equal to x. So 9 minus 6, that's 3, plus 11, so x of 14. Alright, so we get both of them. So x of 14 on this side when y are negative 3. Well, you can try it, guys, if it actually works. Alright, let me know in the comment section. Alright, so that will give you the marks for that one. Let me see how much marks. Yo, 4 marks. Okay, okay, so that's 4 marks. Not bad, not bad. I think it could have been 6 more. 16 really gives 6 marks, alright? But it's a tough one. So that will work out. Alright. So it's 4 marks that one was worth. Alright, they say the function of f is defined as follows. 4x squared minus 8x minus 2. Express f of x in the form a bracket x plus 8 squared plus k, where a, h, and k are constant. And these are done on my channel separately. These, alright? I call it vertex form. The HOD said I should not call it that completing the square. Because I didn't learn this in high school. I learned this when I went to college. So here they call it the vertex form in college. But you say CXC call it completing the square. Alright. So my HOD, big up my HOD. Alright, so we bracket off the x terms, right? What we want to do, we want to make x, the coefficient of x be 1. So we are going to divide by 4. So 4 into 4, that's 1. So we see we get to x squared. 4 into 8x is going to give us negative 2x. So that's the first step. Alright, the next step is to find a half of the x term. So this 2, but guess what? You're also going to square it. Some people use the formula. You can go ahead and do that and compare, alright? So let's find a half of negative 2, which would be negative 1. But remember, we have to square it. That's the condition. Alright, and of course, we minus the 2. But guess what, guys? Whatever you put in, you have to take out. So we have got to take out, but this will put in the 4 times -1 squared. But remember, the value of this is going to be 4. Because when you multiply this by itself, it's going to give you 1. And then 4 times 1 is 4. So we're just going to subtract back out 4. Because we add in a 4 to balance it, we're going to take out back the 4. Right? If you need to do it from scratch, just search it on my channel. I could tidy up inside here now and make it be neat. So we have boom, x squared minus 2x. As I was saying, the value of this is going to be plus 1 because when you square it, it's going to be plus 1. And then both of them are negative, so you just add them, keep the sign, that give you -6. So to factorize now, all we need to do is to think about what number we squared here, which was -1. This is a shortcut way, guys. If you want, you can go to the long route and factorize it, but I'm showing you this for shortcut. So it was -1, so you boom, -1, and you square it, and you put back your -6. Alright, so this is in the form of this. As I say, guys, I did it the shortcut way. We could have factorized x squared minus 2x plus 1, but we don't have to do all of that. Because whatever number you square, it will always be that. Alright? Alright, and to write the vertex form or the turning point, what we do, we take the positive of this, so we take the opposite of this, and then -6. So this is the turning point or where the graph curve like this. Alright? They didn't ask for that though, I'm just enlightening students because I know sometimes students probably have not done it in school. So let me show you that, guys. Alright, so cool. It says state the minimum value of f of x, and that would be -6, right? Which is this. So that's the minimum value of y. It says determine the equation of the axis of symmetry. Now the axis of symmetry is this right here. Because remember, it's like it's gonna cut the graph at 1, -6. That is this point here. It's the minimum turning point, 1, -6. So that's why -6 is the minimum value of y. And this gonna cut it in two like that. This is the x value. So the x value is the axis of symmetry. So x is equal to 1. Alright, let's see if they have anything else in store for us. So that's 1 mark. But the key is to get it first, right? Hit the like button, guys, if you appreciate what I'm trying to do for the Caribbean. Let's take that 38% pass rate and turn it into 83. Alright, they said the speed time graph below, not drawn to scale, show 3 stages of a journey of a car over a period of 40 seconds. So they give it there, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, give it the time, and they give us the speed. Alright, they said determine the acceleration of the car for each of the following stage of the journey. Stage 2, well, stage 2, it's at rest. So this would be the 0. So for stage 2, it's at 0. So when the line is a horizontal line, it means it's at rest. So they stop, but the time continues. Alright? So just picture it that way. So the acceleration would be 0. Alright. Now they ask for stage 3. Stage 3. Alright. So basically, this is stage 3. So from 32 to this would be 8. And then this is what? 12. Alright. So it's -12. This work out to what? 3 over 2? No. Yeah, 3 over 2. Which gonna be negative 1.5. Alright, so that's negative 1.5. And the unit ms minus 2. Alright, so that we can get those marks as well. Let's see what other stage they wanted us to do. Oh, that's it, that's it. So this is worth 12 marks. This question is worth 12 marks. Would you guys be able to get that 12 marks if you had done it in the examination? Let me know. And guys, if you want to join my awesome online class, even though why am I advertising when it's basically full? I don't know. You never know, guys. You never know. I can create another class. Alright, so that's my number, and I am Lennox Bennett. Same name as my YouTube channel. You can follow me on TikTok or live on them somewhere. Alright, Lennox Bennett out, no doubt. I'll see you guys in another video. Big up to everybody who support Mr. Bennett. I appreciate you all. Trust me, you guys don't know how much I appreciate you guys. And this year we're going to 100,000. So let's go. Can get that plaque. Let's go, let's go. Share this with someone.